And we are back with another episode of the podcast presented by Simple Math Matrix. It's your boy, Mr. aka Super Bowl 357, best known as Prince Godbody, and I'm joined by
the guy King Hoopla.
And this week we are opening up with something that is, you think this is funny?
Yeah, because it's something that hasn't happened before in the NBA, but it has happened.
Well, no, we're opening up with the real shit.
Oh, damn.
So here is.
Oh, dang! I'm sorry. I read the notes.
You're fine. Go ahead. So Trump, the Trump case.
Oh yeah. Well, this is something we all expected.
Well, you gave away the second half of the episode. Gave away, but you know what? That it was worth it. It was fucking worth it. All right, do you want me to go ahead and explain to these people?
Oh yeah, definitely explain it. I'll give my thoughts on it, but definitely explain it.
All right, so what is happening now? And we have actually reported on this in the past on Simple Math. In the past, we've said that the New York Attorney General, Letitia James, would be trying to find evidence of fraud against Trump and family, meaning more than likely him, Trump Jr., Donald Jr., what's the dude, Eric, and Ivanka, maybe or maybe not. It's mostly the Trump men, I'm thinking. Yeah. But essentially, it's all political, financial fraud, and it's for the tune of $250 million.
That's a lot of motherfucking money.
Not only is that a lot of money, that's a lot of money for somebody that's about to face a very serious federal charge where they were barely able to get lawyers in the first place.
Damn.
You know, so we've been talking about how Mar-a-Lago got raided the last few weeks and about the last month or two at this point, and what was found there and what that means. So that's federal.
Yeah, exactly.
So imagine if you're fighting...
you got a state's case and a federal case.
Yeah.
Exactly. And you're the former president of the United States.
Yeah. The question of all this, I'm not going to go into whether we think he's guilty or not. Do you think that a former president of the United States being chronically, not convicted, but chronically on trial for financial crimes, that financial and what it's looking like treason crimes directly tied to his term to presidency, do you think that he'll actually receive any type of punishment no matter what they find?
No, because they already agreed not to file, because, they could file criminal charges on him for this, but they're only filing in, a civil, you know what I'm saying, enough.
They're suing him.
Yeah, they're suing him because they're not looking for jail time out of him.
Because this is one of those things that will open the floodgates.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly, because you're bleeding his pockets now.
Because if he's committed or if the state is suing him over financial fraud, then the federal government, especially with how much money he has, almost has no choice but to intervene and try to investigate that themselves.
Of course, yeah. They should investigate it when he got when his tax returns.
Yeah. So I guess more or less, do you think this is the true beginning of the end for Trump?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I do. Now I do. Because now if they talking about money, that's when it gets serious. You know what I'm saying? We always talk about you know what I'm saying, when you ever play with when white men play with each other's money, that's when it gets serious. You know what I'm saying?
Everything else is
everything else is out there for the open with them. But when they come to play,
that's anybody though, for real. Most people, for real.
But we know when the power structure. Damn it, we're good. But yeah, exactly. I think because at first I remember me saying on a long time ago that I didn't think that this would be
a big thing.
I didn't. Yeah, at first it wasn't a big thing because you know what I'm saying. Probably other things were going on in the world. You know
that and at that point, and and even now to a certain point, we don't think that Trump will ever get convicted of anything because look at January 6th, and look how he has faced no type of repercussions for that, and we know he has complete culpability in it.
But yeah, Will it come down to that though? Will that get intertwined?
What?
Could that get
January 6th?
Yeah.
Here, not in this.
Not in this.
Eventually, yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Eventually, yes.
Yeah.
Because the only way that they'll be able to get away with truly convicting an American president is showing that he was treasonous from day one.
Oh,
which they have the foundation for.
That is true. And then when
like the only out that you could get for convicting an American president of a legitimate crime, because they tried Bill Clinton, but that won't gonna happen. And same with Richard Nixon, he just resigned.
Yeah, he did.
You know what I'm saying? But the only way you're gonna do it is to show that he was out for self and treasonous the whole time. Yeah. That's just my opinion on that, though. You know what I'm saying? I don't see the federal government putting the face of the federal government at any point in time in the hot seat for the sake of pleasing the public. It would have to be something serious, such as true treason.
Or like actually killing somebody, like physically killing somebody.
Nope, I know, no. The president is the first person that's going to get away with killing somebody.
You think so?
Yes.
Yeah, because he shouldn't be able to kill somebody.
Yeah, he shouldn't be in the position where he has to kill somebody.
Exactly.
So if the president killed somebody, it was for... this is not what I'm saying, but...
I feel you though. Like, yeah, because like...
If the president killed somebody, it was probably for a good reason. Because the president doesn't even carry... The president, to our knowledge, doesn't even carry a gun. Because he shouldn't have to.
He shouldn't have to, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He rides riding
that's the theory behind it. It's like...
It's true.
He's not... The president doesn't have to protect himself.
Especially after like... Well... There's been many assassinations too.
No, there has been a shit ton. No, there has been. Yeah, no, at least there's in modern history there's been like at least 5 to 10.
Damn.
Reagan had 2. I mean,
I know. Well, modern history, yeah, but I mean like recently in our time.
No, yeah.
Well, somebody did throw a shoe at George Bush though.
I'm about to say
2 shoes.
If you want to say that, but nah. Speaking of assassination and murder, I hate to fucking start it off like this.
Is it assassination and murder?
It's not assassination, because I mean they're not the same thing. Yeah. Assassination is if you're important, but Ludacris's former manager Chaka Zulu, that's kind of how he's known to the hip hop world. You know that's his.
That's his name.
Or not his name, but that's.
Well, that's not his name. That's his stage name.
Well, yeah.
Industry name.
Yeah, well, I'm saying, like, he's not just Chaka Zulu. He's, like, he is Chaka Zulu, and he's not just Ludacris's manager, is what I was trying to say. I fucked that up for myself.
Well, most people might know him for being associated with Ludacris.
Yep, exactly. Exactly. So, go ahead, yeah.
So, what was it, a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, a couple weeks ago.
He was outside the club, I believe.
Yeah, and he was about to...
about
to get robbed.
He was about to get robbed.
Yeah, so some kids were about to rob him, and he's in Atlanta, and so he draws down, and one of the kids gets murdered.
Okay, yeah.
Or killed. I won't say murdered. Yeah. He shot him, and the kid died. But Georgia's one of those states where if you can present that there was present danger to your life, you have adequate...
evidence.
Not adequate evidence, you're able to defend yourself. Yeah. And so Chaka Zulu has turned himself in after this. And with him being such a big part of the hip hop community, like we're saying, he's like the easiest probably way to draw his name out of the hat is to say that he was Ludacris's manager.
And that's big considering how, and to emphasize on what that means to the hip hop community of what his impact was with Ludacris is, when you look back at Ludacris' first 4 albums, them James, he got hits on all of them James. Like, you know what I'm saying? Ludacris was the king of the South. Yeah. For a minute.
And it was because of the way Chaka was moving him.
Exactly.
And putting him places.
Exactly.
And
to even branch out of hip-hop.
Yeah. But with this situation, it's one of those protect your life, but somebody lost their life situations. Yeah. And he had a warrant out for his arrest. At first, it was he was let go. But then they put the warrant out for his arrest. He turned himself in. And right now, it'll be a fight for his legitimate freedom. Because I won't say I blame him at all for killing anybody that tried to rob him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And the video came out yesterday, I think, too. I think TMZ posted the video.
Oh, okay, they posted the video.
Yesterday, yeah.
It's clear that he wasn't.
Yeah, that he did get struck first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that if everything works out the way it should, especially in a place like Georgia, where the gun laws the gun and self-defense laws do allow you to protect yourself.
Yeah.
And that is one of those cases where if I'm outnumbered and people come to take things from me, I'm apt to think they're going to kill me.
Yeah.
So I'm going to defend myself in that same manner.
Exactly.
That is totally permissible in the eyes of Georgia and how they, like I said, construct their
gun laws and stuff.
Yeah.
Especially being in the South. So yeah, we'll see how that turns out.
I mean, not prayers, but prayers. And man, I don't say that there's no way he gets convicted, but there's no way.
Yeah, there's no way, especially if he has money.
But it does suck that he is behind bars, just in general, for legitimately protecting his life.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. But sometimes they have to be like, they have to get all the facts and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's all about the investigation.
It's all about the investigation processes.
Because at the same time, whoever did rob him, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They had their life ruined or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So they're probably real down about that type of situation, yeah.
So yeah, you never know how the process has to work out, especially in legalities and shit like that. Especially if they let him out first time, and then they put another warrant out. So they must have found something new dealing with the whole situation. Oh, damn, yeah, you did walk out and knock that shit out of place. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I meant to correct that, but that's my fault. But so, what do you think is gonna be the outcome of that?
The outcome of this, he'll be home.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no way he's not. If not, that's kind of wild. You know what I'm saying? That would honestly be shocking. But what actually is shocking me right now is this Robert Sarver situation and how quick he was to react to it. You're familiar with it?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay,
I'm not.
Right. So the rundown is Robert Sarver, owner of the Suns and Mavs, got caught repeating the N-word, saying the N-word, making sexist, racist comments, and he was suspended for a year. He took his year suspension and said, fuck it, I'm going to sell the team. Do I think this has all to do with that report? No. Do I think it has a lot to do with Phoenix Mercury star Brittany Griner being in prison in Russia, him not being able to get her out while simultaneously being caught saying the N-word and making sexist comments? Yes.
Damn, that's spot on. That might be spot on right there. Yeah.
Had one or the other happened, he would have never sold this team.
Oh, nah, yeah. You could beat, well...
No,
yeah,
go ahead. No,
you could beat...
Racist
you could beat
or
the
sexist.
Oh, yeah, you could beat the emails. They could beat the emails.
Yeah.
You just had to shut up. Shut up, take suspension, and then take another personal suspension.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And then after that, time just heals. You know what I'm saying? On those, you know what I'm saying? Because it's sports world.
Yeah,
and then nobody would even knew about him in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Without the situation. But now, since you did bring up the Brittany Griner situation, that's 100% definitely the case. Because if they have, if him and the president couldn't get something together to get his star player out, and
how does this look? You own an NBA and WNBA teams. Nobody's fucking stupid. Who's the majority of basketball players? Black people. You own two teams that mostly employ black people. One of them mostly, if only, employs women with the WNBA. You make comments disregarding and disrespecting both of those arenas. And then one person who not only represents the woman, but also the gay community that you let stay in jail with millions of dollars in your bank account. You've got to get the fuck out of Dodge.
Oh yeah, he's doing it. He's about to do it.
He
got the perfect scapegoat. He's found the perfect scapegoat to dodge that situation.
Yeah.
Because his name has never been mentioned before.
No, until this came up.
Until this came up, as far as Brittany Griner.
Right, all right, so I'm not going to lie. He said something along the lines of, these niggas need a nigga coach.
Damn. Who is the coach?
It's a black guy. It was Alvin Gentry, if it's not still now.
Oh.
Who's a black guy.
Okay.
Marv Williams, I think now, if I'm not still a black, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They have a black coach. The guy who
why you trying to make me laugh on camera?
The 3-point shooter. What the fuck is his name? Jones. Dark skinned dude. Long faced dark skinned dude. Not Justin Jones. The fuck is his first? He played with Braun on them championship teams, and he went to Braun for that first. He went with Braun to that first Cavs championship team. He is the head of their front office and shit like that.
Okay.
So, and another time he said the N-word was like, they went to a traveling game and somebody's family member got on the plane and they said, white people in the front, niggas in the back. Oh. He repeated that, and then he repeated something that somebody said at a Golden State game, saying the N-word in the crowd.
Uh-huh. Damn.
Yeah.
Who's he sending his emails to? That's the question.
Trying to file complaints and just saying them over conference calls and shit.
Oh, so he's filing complaints on them?
Yeah, like that.
Hold on. So he's filing complaints about what he's hearing.
Yeah. Repeating it verbatim. But he's also making like sexual comments and shit like it all.
I'm trying to wrap my head about the racist stuff.
The racist stuff that's most highlighted is him spitting shit verbatim.
He just didn't like.
It's him repeating.
He didn't put any asterisks or nothing. Like,
yeah,
he didn't omit the word out.
Yeah, it's him repeating the N-word. It's not him coming up with a new phrase. Okay. It's him repeating it.
Okay. Well, that
sticky.
Yeah, that's a little very more dissection. Yeah, that's a very
fucking sticky. Yeah. Because I mean, this is a perfect example of if you're white, don't use the word no matter fucking what, and you'll stay out of trouble. But I understand.
He didn't know how to use his white privilege correctly, but he was trying.
He didn't know how to. Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
He was trying to be helpful.
He was trying. You know when white people be trying. And it just.
But the sexist comments.
It just comes off very racist.
That shit though.
Yeah, I want to know about those.
He still was.
I want to know about
I mean, and it's still like he probably was still saying there, like if he was comfortable enough.
Yeah. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
But in that.
Some black person probably gave him a black pass, some shit like that.
Yeah, exactly.
That coonery.
Yeah, that's
I'm sorry, I had to say it.
Like the coonery, the coonery.
Yeah, the buffoonery.
Oh man. Speaking of fucking foolery.
This is just foolishness. And you gotta understand, the sports world is not in shambles right now, but it's like a female reality show right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like this shit should be on Bravo. This shit should be on Bravo.
Hold on. I'm gonna need you to repeat that for the start of the fucking clip. Go ahead.
Oh, well, yeah, this shit's like a female reality show, like the sports world right now. Like,
yeah, the NBA world.
It's like a Bravo.
Well, tell us what's happening.
Yeah. So
introduce it like that.
Like yesterday. No, it was like yesterday.
Yeah,
it was literally yesterday. Like yesterday morning.
Mm-hmm.
Or the night before.
Yeah,
a little bit like the night before because they were already talking about it. So Ime Udoka.
Ime
Udoka, the Celtics
head
coach, was allegedly being talked about getting suspended.
Yeah.
For the season. People didn't know why. But then the news came out leaked out that it was because he had one or two consensual relationships with staff workers of the Celtics organization. So now, as of today, yesterday. It was today.
Today they handed down a suspension. But what gets deeper about this?
Suspension.
Yeah, because we were under the impression that he cheated on Nia Long, so that we'll get to that later. He cheated on Nia Long with two women from the Celtics, you're tripping. He cheated from two women from the Celtics organization, and it was all consensual. But it's kind of gotten murkier in the last day or so that he might have been making inappropriate comments and things like that. So he has definitely violated their personal conduct fucking policy, no matter what.
Yeah.
Like, even if it was an entirely consensual relationship.
Oh, and I do agree on that because it's an ethics thing.
Yeah.
It's not the consensual. It's an ethics thing.
Yep.
In the workplace, it's just known to not.
And that type of workplace,
especially if it's a hierarchy system, and like you have the military.
When you're dealing with personnel.
Yeah, especially.
If you're dealing with other personnel, you should not have a relationship with other personnel.
Exactly, yeah.
And that's what it is. And so that wasn't necessarily the thing. He definitely deserves to be suspended for whatever they sanctioned that suspension for, because that's their rules. Now, if this is a sexual misconduct thing, this thing gets way deeper.
Yeah.
Because this is a man in a committed relationship over 10 years with children, with a famous actress such as Nia Long, who also is over here supposedly sleeping with the vice president executive's wife, and all of this.
Now sounds like
and
a Tyler
maybe
Perry
it
movie.
might be kind of creepy.
Now sounds like a Tyler Perry movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Exactly. That's what it like to. In the last day or so, it's gotten in that Tyler Perry movie territory where the details are murky, because if this is a case of him just cheating and sleeping within the organization, if the organization wants to out themselves as that messy, it's their fault.
Yeah, that's nobody's business.
Stephen A was saying there's a bunch of white people who go.
Same damn thing.
But I believe that. But I don't know what it is that's bringing them to bring this to light.
Because he has the same suspension as
Robert Sarver.
Exactly. And get him more coverage.
Than Brett Favre, which I talked about last week.
We did talk about last week.
But because now I'm really thinking about it. I hadn't thought about it like this. Why are they
Yeah, that's the thing. Why are they going so deep into it?
Because now that we found it, and Matt Barnes got up there and said it's a lot messier than they're saying.
It has to be. It has to be.
Somebody's pregnant with his child, I bet you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you have some confession shit?
Yeah, I bet you that's what it is. Yeah. And Nia Long came out and pretty much said, like, I'm dealing with this. This is new to me. You know what I'm saying? Leave me alone.
But you know the thing, though? They would never out a white man like this.
In the NBA, yeah, they would.
Like this.
Donald Sterling, Robert Sarver.
But we're talking about.
We just went over how Robert Sarver. We just went over how Robert Sarver was only reciting what he heard.
Yeah. But we're talking. Well, we did talk about the workplace ethics stuff. We're talking about how they're putting it out, though.
I mean, we're putting it out there in the black community this way. For us, because he cheated on Nia Long. For the white community...
And that part doesn't really trip for me.
For the white community, it's either... for the Brett Favre shit, we just know they don't care.
Yeah, that's just crazy.
It's not crazy.
It is crazy.
White people don't care about politics when it's against them. That's not crazy. That's logical.
That is true, though.
It's logical to ignore things. That's what safe spaces are for.
That is true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I know what you're saying. Like, it's bullshit. Yes,
it's bullshit.
It's bullshit, but it's not illogical or dumb.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. But why are we keeping, or why? What is the big bombshell about the Ime Udoka thing? Because every few hours it's a new thing. You know what I'm saying?
And we're just gonna wait. We're gonna have to wait.
He's suspended for the entire season. I feel bad for Jaylen Brown for not getting the fuck out of there.
Damn. Oh.
When he was on the market.
Yeah, exactly. When they were shopping him around.
I would have left. Had I known my head coach who got us that deep.
Request a trade. Didn't he sign a contract?
They had him on the block.
They did have him on the block.
They just couldn't find a trade for him.
Exactly. Who did they try to trade for him?
KD.
Russ? Oh, KD. Yeah. KD. Which, yeah, they could have did.
Think about that. Think about being in Brooklyn where you could be the number one guy. You know what I'm saying? Number one scorer guy.
Yeah, number one scorer guy, yeah. For a fact, yeah. And they didn't. And then now finding out that the team didn't want you anymore.
Yep.
Now you got to be on the team that didn't want you.
Yep.
And now it has turmoil problems.
Yep.
And this team was just in the finals last year.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the crazy part about it too.
Exactly.
And I think that's also kind of the reason why. This is me thinking. Why some of this shit got leaked out like that. You know what I'm saying? Well, all this information got leaked out.
Because a black coach went to the... Nah.
He didn't do it.
NBA... Motherfuckers that have that much money care too much about making the money to care about black, white. You know what I'm saying? Is that what you were saying?
I don't know. I think I was just saying it's because he didn't win the championship. I don't think I was trying to make a race thing. I was trying to make a race thing.
Oh, nah. He was fucking somebody's wife. Or somebody got pregnant.
Well, you fucking the most
he was fucking somebody's wife or somebody's got pregnant. That's what I'm thinking.
Do you think? I don't know.
Bro. If it was,
if somebody got pregnant,
or it was inappropriate or something.
Yeah, something had to be very inappropriate.
It's one of those things.
Or misconduct, or a payoff, or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Cause a baby, nah, they're not gonna let that happen. They got too much money for that.
I still don't know if that's true.
We got too much money for that.
I still don't know if that's true, man. Shit, want to wrap this episode up with the fucking news that came out today?
Yeah. Well, yeah. So we found out that Taylor Swift is might be. I think they said it's supposed to be.
And every time they say it's supposed to be,
so she probably. But Taylor Swift might be performing at the motherfucking Super Bowl this year. So that means that two teams are crazy going to the Super Bowl this year because that's completely uninteresting for any football watcher.
Yeah.
I don't care, male or female. Nobody cares to see Taylor Swift.
Okay, so most of the fucking NFL audience is male. And even if you want to bring it, like, maybe we're just old enough now that where the average football, just Super Bowl watching woman was a kidhood or childhood Taylor Swift fan. So they're going to watch no matter what. Because like you said, I don't fucking see, no.
Now,
Taylor Swift is a true American white girl.
Oh, yeah, of course.
That's exactly what she's doing.
Yeah, of course, that. And she's a country artist. Even though if you talk to people that like country music, they do not call it country.
Nobody calls any of this stadium pop rock bullshit country.
Whatever it's supposed to be.
Go ahead though.
But
because real country is actually fucking amazing. But go ahead.
Yeah, I'll give it.
Real country.
Some of them.
Nah, real. Because
I don't really like country music.
I'm not talking Garth Brooks. I'm talking
about what you played, Nick, bro.
Talking about old school, not even like the shit I play on the radio. Like real good, like Waylon Jennings and shit like that.
I ain't listening to that.
Yeah, like real fucking country music. Like the borderline might be racist, might just be fucking.
Might just be talking about niggas.
No, I'm talking about borderline racist, might just be talking about themselves type country music. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, what the fuck are they talking about there?
Talking about rednecks talk shit about themselves, bro. Real country
music. I heard real country
music is like
it's
that.
Damn near like some real
music,
shit. Yeah, but I didn't want to say. I'm
real
not
country
gonna say
music
that.
is like real rap.
I was not gonna. I'm still not gonna say that. But
it's true though.
I hear it's like they saying some real shit. Yeah, I heard about that.
But so I don't understand where the.
But the thing about it is that's not Taylor Swift.
Or anybody that's watching this. Or no, that's the people on the edge. What the fuck?
That's not Taylor Swift.
Who made this decision?
It wasn't Hope.
The record label paid a bunch of money.
All right, but boom. But here's also the thing that comes with it. Because also they came out today, Apple Music is now the sponsor for the Super Bowl halftime show instead of Pepsi. So my brain started working, and I thought of how they could monetize that and translate that into viewerships and such, or streams.
Bro, they can translate that to anything. Because like you're saying, like we just went over, like, she's not real country, she's not real rock, she's not real pop, she's not real R&B. What she is a popular artist on a popular stage like the Super Bowl. So why don't we get the streams? Mm-hmm. Why doesn't Apple Music, who just took over for Pepsi Cola, is one of the biggest fucking, they own KFC, Taco Bell, you know what I'm saying? That's why Pizza Hut, when you take over for them as Apple Music, you get, like you said, you get that arena where you get to get in every household in America, no matter who they are. Exactly. And in every household in America during the Super Bowl, at least one person is going to know a Taylor Swift song. No matter how much she's popping, no matter how much she connects to the fucking audience that's actually watching the Super Bowl, which she doesn't, because she's not, like we said, she's not real country music like the Waylon Jennings and shit we were talking about. She's not real rock music like Nirvana or anything we're talking about. Yeah. She's not real R&B like a Beyonce or anything we're talking about. She's an amalgamation of anything that's been popular since she was live. So she's going to draw on those audience. Everybody knows the Romeo Just Say Yes song. You know what I'm saying? You can get somebody that if you're 30. If you're between the ages of 24 and 35, you know that Romeo and Juliet song.
Yeah, and every age younger than that.
And that's going to draw somebody to the fucking TV.
And every age younger than that just automatically likes Taylor Swift.
And they're going to be drawn to the, you know what I'm saying?
And that's the thing, like, that's what I was saying, because it generates viewership. For something that wasn't, outside of last year, of course, wasn't as popular as it had been in years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A very big staple of the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it was the music.
It was the music outside the game. You know what I'm saying? Because that would make people watch Super Bowl just alone.
Oh, hell yeah.
So this is going to probably bring back that feeling for people. Yeah. I'm saying just watch that. You know what I'm saying? It gives a chance. It gives a chance for them to just monetize that. Just to monetize the halftime.
And Apple to get it specifically, because Taylor Swift's an Apple artist. So,
Exactly. So and Apple has a lot, and Apple has
footing in the game.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It has done pretty much a lot of live stream things.
They started off with the verses. They had them on Apple Music.
And And Ye started off with the
Sunday schools and
not even that.
Those weren't titled.
The Fashion
Life of Pablo.
Easy.
Those weren't titled.
Those weren't titled too?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I think so.
You know, he owned Steak and Title when it came out.
He did, yeah. But so, multiple artists did.
I mean, but a lot of them kept Title exclusive till they realized they weren't making no money off of it. That's another conversation, but...
And Hope sold it, so...
Yeah. We done for the week?
I think we're done for the week.
Go ahead and give us our outro.
So, thank you for joining us for another episode of the podcast presented by the God King Hoopla, joined by...
It's your boy, Mr. A.K. Super Bowl 357, best known as Prince Godbody.
And be sure to follow, like, subscribe, comment, chit-chat, share, repost, don't dislike. Everything under the sun that you can do on a phone, on a tablet, on a computer.
Simple Math Matrix on all social media platforms except for Twitter, where we are Simple Math MTRX.
Yep, and that is it. And I'm out for the week. Peace and blessings to y'all.
Peace. And I am back just real quick to clarify something that we had not had all the information on in the very last part of the last segment of this episode, which was the Super Bowl performer. We were under the impression when we were doing it, or the speculation, we were just kind of guessing, just conjecture, that Taylor Swift would have been the headliner for the next Super Bowl performance. But as it turns out, we have official confirmation that Rihanna will in fact be the headliner for the next Super Bowl. And with the change in sponsors, like we were just describing, we thought it would have been Taylor Swift, the kind of way they were putting it out. But it actually is more congruent to the fan base and just general popularity as far as popular music goes, pop music goes, that Rihanna would be the headliner for the Super Bowl. Pop icons, it's kind of cementation in a way, a cementation, or you know what I'm saying, like you cement your legacy in a way from doing the Super Bowl. For example, you got Weeknd, you got Mike, you got Prince, so on and so forth. Bruce Springsteen, just to keep the list going. So for Rihanna, this will be one of those things that makes her even more of a legend, seeing as she hasn't had to put music out to do this. She's shown that these big stages, and when you really make it, that's when you get these big stages. Because it doesn't matter how hard you're currently working in your craft. It's about the place that you've created for yourself in your craft that allow you these positions. At the same time, we've also seen the headlines that she's only headlining the Super Bowl performance. So there's a possibility we might see Taylor Swift. The year that people wanted to see SpongeBob and Travis Scott, they got that. So that might be one of those things, especially with Apple taking control of the sponsorship. They'll definitely want one of their artists up there. So I definitely could possibly see Taylor Swift and Rihanna headlining this spectacle for real, that would be a headline or a Super Bowl performance when they have someone as big as Rihanna doing this. And honestly, that's all I really wanted to clarify for the end of this episode of the podcast presented by Simple Math Matrix. It's your boy, Mr. And as always, I am signing out.